Welcome back, everyone. Going into the third hour here of Roleplay Swan Song Week 25. Whose face is it?
So, the body that Prosper turns over is in fact Calliope, but
Do I do
she's
I have
not where the
video feed of
signal.
Prosper's site?
Yeah, I don't know. The vac suits don't by default have built-in
Well,
cameras. You
what's
notice?
the hang on? What's the array that I'm wearing? And did I have to take that off to put the vac suit on?
Mm,
Yeah, he is wearing the Argus
I
web.
don't know if you would have taken it off, put the suit on, and then put the array on too.
Probably not.
Okay, so the array is on the outside of whatever I'm wearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. No, I wouldn't have. I would have gotten the fuck out of there.
So you turn her over. She's very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely dead. And buried like under her, you see. At first, it's hard to recognize that it's even like a person because from like the bottom of their rib cage down is just like wet
Gore.
mess. Yeah. One arm is completely missing. Part of their like face has been like shrapnel damaged. They're burned. They're really badly burned, so it's hard to tell. But they make a noise when you like pull the body off. And yeah, there's just somebody like who's like horribly like mutilated that was underneath, and they're dying. They're dying very fast.
Yeah. I reach down. I try to like wipe away some of the blood on their face. Hold up the sensor. Try to see, just like get some confirmation.
Okay. So
I've got my crowbar ready, right? Like.
yeah, so you bring the like the light up, and you like wipe away like the dirt that's on their face and stuff, and they've got something like tangled around their neck, and you like try to get it like free from their clothes. It's like it's a necklace, like a silver necklace that's gotten like tangled around their neck, and it's like dug into their neck, and at
Yeah.
the end there's like a little silver star with like NS on it.
Yeah.
And the person is like muttering to you in Mandarin. You don't understand them, but they see you. One
Yeah.
of their eyes is like basically like gone, like it's just bloody, and they're like kind of like trying to reach for you with their other hand, and
Yeah.
and like muttering in Mandarin.
Yeah, Prosper immediately he drops the rebar, and like you can't really see, but just like tears immediately start pouring down his face, and he says, "It's going to be okay. We're going to get out of here. We're going to get out. We left Nika behind. We're not leaving you." And then I just like I grab his hand, and I guess I try the best that I possibly can to put pressure on anything that's bleeding, and I immediately shout on the comms. I shout, "It's Wu! I found him. He's at my location."
Okay. There's nothing you can do. Like
Okay.
the best that you're gonna get here is that you risk your life so that Wu has 10 seconds of human contact before he dies.
Well-
Acceptable.
Okay. All
I
right.
guess
So
when
you're
you say you come over the comms and say that, I guess I'm just like, what's his condition?
I don't even reply. I'm just talking to Wu.
okay. So your suit is blinking at you like apply emergency patch, breach detected, and you can like you start to smell the smoke and the like bleach smell start to like fill your suit.
Yeah. Yeah. No way, man. I'm right there. Like I guess I can see like the life ebbing out of his wounds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um. I'd like. Can I raise my visor?
Yeah, if you could just take the helmet off if you want.
Can I raise my visor without taking the helmet off?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. No. I just visor up, and I just reach out. I hold his hand. I say, "Ooh, we need you."
Okay, make a physical effect save. Okay.
I thought you rolled the one. I was like, Jesus.
I did too. Jesus.
That's his last one. So, what do you do, like Piani, when you hear? Because you and Mr. Sakarian, you're like pulling Mr. Sakarian up. What do you do when you hear Prosper say like it's Wu?
Um. I mean, he doesn't respond when we're like,
Yeah, what's his condition? What's going on? What's going on?
right.
Like if Higgs asks, I don't respond. If you asked Piani, I would.
Well, then I say, is he fucking dead? What's going on?
He's dying. He's not going to make it.
I mean, like, literally, biostasis says this does not function on beings who have been utterly torn apart. And I feel like your description has led me to believe, despite the fact that chat really wants me, that I feel like I have Adammed enough here to realize that that is probably not happening.
It's outside.
Adammed enough.
It's outside the powers of biostasis.
But as Piani does not know that, I'm like desperately avoiding asking the question while trying to ask the question with Prosper. Like, well, is he?
Are you moving? Like, is it one of those situations where you're like, I might be able to help, and you just run for it, or
I
are you
feel
just
like
standing
I'm
there?
literally at a decision making point where I'm like, I know I have to move, but I also know how dangerous it is in there,
Yeah.
and so I'm just trying to get any indication from Prosper.
I mean, you know, I guess I try to assess the damage as best I can, but I mean, like I'm a little more focused on just staying with Wu right now. Really, I was like, you know, yeah, he's dying.
Prosper, should I come?
So you hear Prosper like whispering something to Wu or talking quietly, and then start coughing really hard. And then you don't hear Prosper say anything. And Prosper, the last thing that you see is like Wu's face, like as his eyes kind of like roll back in his head, and you feel his hand like go like limp, and let go of you, and then you pass out.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Piani, what do you do?
Yeah.
Because I have a very clear thing.
I'm like yelling Prosper at this point. Like I'm just like,
Prosper's not responding.
Okay. I say, Piani, you got Mr. Skarian, bring him back to ship right away. I'm going to go get Prosper.
all right. I mean, I think Mr. Carden was already making his way back anyway.
Yeah, I mean you can get Mr. Sakarian into the ship, no problem.
Great. Then that's what we do.
Okay, you get on the ship. What are you gonna do, Higgs?
I'm finding out right now. Okay. I put on my put on the life suit because I have everything on but the helmet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I put on the helmet and I put a laser pistol. I grab my laser pistol and I start going towards Prosper.
Okay, so you want to leave the ship and
Yeah.
head over that way? Okay. All right. Yeah, you get out of the ship and run out onto the rubble.
Yeah, and I make my way over to Prosper wherever he's at. Do
Okay.
I see Piani coming my way?
Yeah. I mean, you pass each other.
Okay.
as
I do my
Piani takes
best
Mr. Sakarian
to
onto the ship.
hide the fact that I have a pistol in my hand. However
Okay.
that's done.
Puts it in his crotch.
Can I just roll a stealth check and then we just go off of that?
Yeah, you make the stealth roll. Piani and Mr. Sakarian both make a perception.
Oh, I'm with her?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
being carried by Piani.
Sick.
What is stealth based off of?
Dex.
Oh shit, son.
It's
Oh.
2d6. Yeah.
Fuck me. Goddamn.
Perception.
Of perception? Oh, my bad.
Mhm.
Perception 0.
That's pretty high. What's
Is
yours
it-
at? That's also high. Okay.
You got 2 rolls, Higgs.
You do.
So the 7 ties Piani.
Yeah. So they both would
That's-
see you. You'll have to reroll to beat either of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Because
rerolling.
ties go to the defender.
Fuck, it's the same.
All right. So you both see Higgs like, I'm gonna go save Prosper, and he's got a gun on him.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
we
you guys
shouldn't
think it's-
metagame this too much because a guy carrying a pistol at this scenario is not that weird, right?
He's obviously trying to hide it and failing.
Oh, well then yes.
Yeah. No, I'm
it's not
very
like on his
clearly.
hip. He like has
You're right,
tried to
you're
hide
right.
that he's got a gun.
You're right. No, if he's trying to hide it, then it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Should have just put it on your holster, Higgs.
I don't know. I let Piani do the talk. I'm like rolling. Like there's.
Yeah.
I'm fucked
What
up,
the
guys.
fuck are you doing, Higgs?
I guess when he said, I like looked down at the gun. I'm doing what I should have done a long time ago. Get him on the ship, Piani. I'll be back in just a sec. I'm going to get Prosper.
Prosper was the only one who went after Wu. That's how you're gonna repay him?
I just kind of like look at you dead-faced as I continue walking and just walk off
Where does he walk off to?
towards where Prosper's at.
What do you mean? We're not landed, are we? We're like floating above.
No, the ship had to land for this transfer to take place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I want to try to stop him, or at least say, Higgins, you have to think this through.
If you don't physically stop me, I don't stop walking, and I don't say anything.
And as she says this, I kind of like mumble out to him. I'm like, look, I actually don't like this either, but with those drones coming and him with his mind set to it, our fate is a little bit sealed right now. It's either all of us die trying to stop him, or we get on the ship and hope that he isn't going over there to kill him.
Higgs, I beg you.
I
It's not the time. Nor
I
the
guess at
place.
this point I stop and I turn to you and I'm just like, very calmly, I'm like, Piani, get him on the ship. I'm going to get Prosper. I'll be back. This is the last time I'm going to say it. I just turn around and start
Okay.
walking.
All right. So you can follow the path that Prosper left like pretty easily, and after a couple of minutes, you navigate through the hole that he pulled. There's a piece of suit like hanging from a piece of rebar as you step past, and in the area beyond, you can see Calliope lying on her back, and you see Prosper lying. Like you're not like totally passed out, but you're like pretty out of it, kind of like fading in and out of consciousness. So he's kind
Prosper's
of like up on.
He's got one hand like with it wrapped around the necklace that Wu's got on his throat.
Yeah. So you see Higgs, like you see a shape approaching,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like in and out.
Yeah. I think Prosper sort of like he's got his hand with like the star in it, and he looks back and he sees this shape coming in through the smoke and the uneven light, and you just hear him say, "Enfin."
Yes, Prosper. And I kind of just like lean down and maybe I like use the butt of the barrel of the gun. I'm like making sure that Calliope is dead. Maybe just like touch her, pick up her her wrist or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's super dead.
And then I guess
She's got a big piece of shrapnel in her jugular.
I'm kind of sitting there with like hunched over with my. I don't even know how to describe that. Basically, just sitting on my feet, but not sitting down
You're
all
like
the way.
squatting.
Yeah, like squatting. There you go. Yeah, exactly. I'm squatting over Prosper's body, and I check for signs on Wu.
Yeah, you can see Prosper's suit has like a tear in it, and the auto healing exterior is trying to fix it, but it's a pretty big rip.
Okay. I look at Prosper. I'm just Prosper. I got some bad news.
Wu's dead. I know.
I got you've been out too much. You're not gonna make it back to the ship, buddy.
I see.
And maybe at this time I take off his visor if he lets me.
No way.
Okay.
I grab the rebar on my hand, and I just like stab it up at you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. I
like it better-
I guess.
I like the imaginary world where Prosper's like really fucking weak, and you're just like, no.
All right. Well, let's roll just to see who gets to go, like who acts first.
Oh God.
So.
God, I haven't fought in the system in so long. That's a D20?
9.
No, you click the initiative button, which is a D8 plus whatever your dex is.
Okay. I can never remember if my dex is.
You're gonna be going second.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, my dex is -1. Yeah, I'm going second no matter what. Even though I rolled an 8.
Oh, sick! Look at that. It's pretty quick though.
Okay, so remember, neither of you are wearing any armor because vac suits are cumbersome. Prosper, you have culture spacer, right?
Traveler.
Traveler. Okay, so you're both at -2 to do anything because Higgs, you don't have
Nice.
exo. You don't have
This is
exo.
gonna be a terrible comedy of errors.
It's the fight from that
Oh,
fucking
God.
space movie with Matthew McConaughey. Him and
Well, don't
Matt
spoil-
Damon.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
it's
I
fine.
guess.
It's been over forever.
That's fine.
So the two of you are like flailing at each other. Prosper, Griffin's excited about it too. You've got basically a club, and you're both at 7 AC by default.
Okay,
So
cool.
plus or
So
minus whatever
it's,
your
what,
dexterity.
2-hit roll
Minus
plus.
From
Yeah, it's D20
plus a bunch of -2.
but yes, -2. You're both.
So what? My attack bonus is 3. So that would be a 10. -2 is what? Bonus of 8. Total bonus of 8.
But +1 for dexterity, I think, in close combat.
Hang on, I don't have combat unarmed,
Oh.
so that makes
Okay,
my
so
+1
minus-
dex to.
Well, no,
to
it's
be
combat
just
combat
0.
primitive if you have a weapon.
Okay, I don't have that either.
Doesn't have that either, so it's -1.
Yeah, okay, but my dex makes it a 0, right? Because it cancels
On
out.
that,
Let me double check real quick.
I'm pretty sure dexterity helps with close combat weapons.
Relevant combat skill, the attribute bonus associated with that weapon. So
Ooh, club. Is it dex or
I
strength?
think it might be strength.
Okay.
Check for equipment. So just remember this.
The early Space Master let us use both strength and dexterity.
Some weapons, I think like the monoblade allows dexterity. I think you might have a.
That's what
Yes, yeah. Swords are strength or dex. Clubs are strength.
Okay, so yeah, 7 bonus. So
Okay.
crack.
Bam!
Oh, right at a 20.
Cracks him in the side of the head.
It top. That's so close.
So
Wow.
damage.
Prosper
for
comes
club.
back to the ship. There's a new sheriff in town.
Damage. for
JP comes
club
back playing an AI.
Is 1d4.
Okay.
D4 damage.
Bang.
3. Ah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Vac suits can auto seal puncture wounds caused by bullets, arrows, or energy beams, but a strike from an edged weapon can overwhelm them. So that's a thing to keep in mind.
Okay.
But you were explicitly like bludgeoning. So
Like, did I break his visor?
no, you just hit him with the rebar.
Okay. I feel like the next thing that I might primarily try to do is break his visor.
Okay, you want to explicitly do that? Okay.
Right.
Cool. All right, Higgs, go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm taking a shot with the laser pistol, but can I
Okay.
my assumption was that you were on the ground during all of this,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
swiped at me
Yeah.
from above. So can I like
He was
step,
laying. He was
I was
laying
laying
down
on the
and
ground.
swung the thing sideways into the
Right.
side of your head.
Exactly.
Can I step back and also take a shot?
If you step back, he gets another swing at you.
Okay, then I'll just take a close range shot.
Okay, let me make sure there isn't anything about shooting a pistol in melee combat, like a ranged weapon. It's funny how much this stuff matters when it's 2 players fighting each other. All right, so let's see situations, combat.
By the way, JP, you're off our R&D.
What?
You're off R&D, by the way.
I'm not even on the show, so that's fine.
It's true.
I'm
Well, it all makes sense now, doesn't it, Steven?
Okay, so making an attack, circumstances apply bonuses, movement in combat. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say anything that I can find about that.
Firing in close combat. Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta remember.
I'll say, like, it makes sense that there's something. So I can apply circumstantial situations. So I'll say for this first shot, like, unless you step back, Prosper's still like pretty close to you, so can try to interfere with your like grabbing your wrists and stuff. So just apply them.
You could just say that I just got hit by a fucking thing of rebar and I'm like firing off a shot at the same time.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
just -2 if you're like until you can get like a bit of distance from him.
Okay. So 2-hit roll. What is AB? That's the laser pistol, which is 1.
your base attack bonus.
Which is 1 on the laser pistol, and I don't.
It's for your character, so your character has a base attack bonus.
It's right below your hit points.
I don't see that at all. Underneath my hit points is my special ability.
Weird. Are you looking in the character sheet in Roll20?
No.
Okay,
Go look there.
I don't
your
even know if
attack
that's
bonus.
pistol.
You're an expert, so your attack bonus. What level are you?
4 sounds
Okay,
good.
attack bonus is 0.
Okay, yeah. So AB is 1 or no, that's 0.
Yeah, AB is 0. You have the +1 from the.
The skill in combat energy weapons is 0.
Okay.
The dex or strength. Strength is a 0. Weapon bonus is 1. Burst fire. I can't burst fire with a laser.
Can't burst fire with a
right?
pistol. Yeah.
0. Enemy AC
7.
7.
Well, it's
Yeah,
8,
7.
right? Yeah. But
Enemy AC is 7.
7.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but hold on. Yeah, does your dexterity? Well,
I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
Awesome.
So.
Wow.
Yeah. So you go to click and you go to shoot, and the gun maybe the heat or something is fucking with it, or it was damaged on the way in here. But yeah, it jams and it won't fire. I'll give you a free shot, Prosper, or you can do an action if you want to. If you want to just explicitly try to smash his helmet instead of actually attacking him, you can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the helmet first.
Okay. All right.
So is that just
So-
a 2-hit roll?
Yeah, make the attack, and what we'll do is we'll make a tech save, and we'll go from there if you hit.
Okay. No.
Okay. Nope.
We're rolling
Alright.
so poorly.
So you,
Yep.
you swing at him, and Higgs, you manage to get back. Maybe you start jumping back before because you try to fire him and you miss. Takes a swing at him, and Prosper, it's your actual turn now.
Okay. So did he stagger back, or is he still sort of crouched over top of
He's
me, or
still
what?
kind of crouched over top of you. Yeah.
I hit him and then I missed trying to break his helmet again, and then
Yeah.
his gun jammed, and that's what he was sort of fucking with until.
Mhm, yeah.
And
So he's moved back enough that you can't just take a cheap shot at him, and basically it's just one action. You just hit a button, and then there's no ammunition in the same way, but you chamber a new round and you're fine. You're good to go, Higgs. But it just slowed you down for a second.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to pop his helmet again.
Okay. Do you want to try to get up?
Can I do both?
Yeah, you can stand.
Stumble to my feet and also just try to ram this bar through the glass of his helmet.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ.
Can you
we're
make
terrible.
make another physical effect save?
Yep.
That's weird. Nice.
Oh, nailed the important one.
Okay, so
Wow.
you get up and you get to your feet. You didn't make the swing. Yeah, you did. You critically missed, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
there?
you rolled
Yeah,
a
I got a
1.
1.
Okay, cool. So you get up, yeah, you miss, and I think that Higgs, you maybe you block in such a way that anyway you get disarmed. Higgs twists your wrist or something, and you drop the rebar.
Okay.
But when that happens, your suit flashes green on the inside, and it says damage sealed.
Nice.
Have a nice day.
I
so-
snarl at Higgs. I say, "The air tastes a little clearer up here, Mr. Higgins."
Nice. All right, Higgs, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I still don't understand what the fuck you're saying. And I take another
Oh,
shot.
God.
So
Okay.
it was +8, but you said that I got a -2.
Yeah, I think in close quarters like this, and I want to just apply this across the board. It's a -2 to hit whenever you're trying to fight someone, because they can grab the gun and
Okay.
you know.
So I'll roll a d20 +6. Just
Yeah.
Few-
So you have
okay.
14 better hit.
and that didn't work because I put too many L's. Fuck, man.
Okay.
This is the worst fight of all time.
Yes, he's I still don't understand what you're saying. You
Yeah.
go to shoot him.
The gun's
Prosper,
sideways. And it just shoots
you grab his wrist and twist it, and the laser hits the wall and burns down. Both of you make a luck save.
Oh shit!
Okay. Actually,
Oh my God!
oh fuck! I can't. I can't
that was
re-roll
almost a one.
attack
No, you can't
rolls,
re-roll
right?
attack
It's
rolls,
only
no.
skill rolls. Okay. What is my luck? 14 or higher. Oh,
Holy
my God.
shit!
Okay, so did you both make the luck save?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the room doesn't collapse on you, so that's nice.
That's good. Good job,
Prosper? It's your
Oh,
turn. What do you want to
Jesus
do?
Christ.
God, like, can I grab the gun?
You could try to disarm him. Sure. Do you have
Yeah.
unarmed combat?
No, fuck.
It's okay.
That's
So you
okay.
make a
I'm gonna go
dex
to five.
dex or strength to try to grab it, and then I'll
Yeah.
give you a chance, Higgs, to resist.
Okay.
That's with Dex.
Yeah, the gun.
So, like,
the gun didn't jam. It just overheated because it's so hot down here.
Lightning striking out with, like, the striking scorpion claw. Shitty.
Okay. So
Shitty slap grab.
You lunge for Higgs, and Higgs, yeah, you just shove him, and he like staggers past.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Higgs? It's your turn.
Take this
Shoot
time I'm
again?
gonna like put up my other hand.
How much? Okay, how much like ammo is in a clip for a laser pistol?
It says ammo is 10, so I fired off
Yeah.
3 shots, 2 shots, 2 shots.
2 so far. This will be your
Yeah,
third.
this would be the third. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Okay. Whoops. Fuck. So close.
Just so close. So you fire at him. Just barely miss. Both of you make luck saves again.
Okay. You want to go first? Oh,
Here we go.
18. Nice.
Yeah.
I roll, but it's lagging. 6. I did
Okay.
not pass.
All right. So the laser fires. You dodge out of the way, Prosper. It hits the wall, shakes something, and a like a part of the ceiling like falls down, not like collapses completely, but like shifts and hits Higgs, hits you in the back.
Okay.
So you'll take some damage. Boom. Okay, so it hits you. Doesn't
Yeah.
knock you down, but like a shock of pain goes through your back as this thing like lands on you. Kind of knocks you forward.
Okay.
Prosper?
Yeah. Like, does he retain control of the gun?
Yes, he's still holding the gun.
Crap. I try to grab it again.
Okay.
Fuck. God. Prosper. Oh my god, dude.
Okay. So you lunge for the gun. Higgs again like manages to slip out of the way. Higgs, what do you want to do?
So he's behind me at this point.
You're both in this tiny room and you're fighting over like Wu and Kalaya's body.
Is there I guess paint a picture of the room. Like, is there a place that would be like a falling off point or a point where someone would fall down into? Or is it all just kind of like rubble and fucked up?
It's all, it's like, basically think of it as like a cave, like an industrial cave. There's lots of sharp stuff sticking out of the walls. The whole thing is full of like flickering light from the fire, and there's like smoke filling the room. So you're kind of seeing your enemy through this like haze of drug smoke.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just take another shot.
Okay.
18, miss.
Okay.
Ugh.
No dice. Both of you make luck saves.
Fail.
Oh, man.
I think I succeed.
Yeah, I think yours is 12.
I think it's 11. Yes.
Wait, where's my roll?
It's just above. Yours is a
Oh,
6.
okay, I see it, yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, Higgs.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So you fire. The gun again hits the wall. This time the floor like shifts under you and you stagger, and then Prosper gets just to like shove you and you like bang your head on the wall behind you.
Mm.
That was Higgs. Prosper, it's your turn.
All right. I got to get that gun.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. So Higgs, you can make an opposed unarmed check.
Okay. So my unarmed is 0 and my strength is 0.
Yep. So just 2d6.
But you don't even have unarmed and you're getting a +1?
Oh, it should be 0, so it's actually an 8. It's because my dex is +1, so yeah.
Okay.
So it's actually 8. Okay. So 8 is the number to beat. If you tie or beat.
6.
Ooh.
Okay.
Gets the
All
gun.
right. So you're staggered. You fall back. You hit your head. There's a moment where your vision blurs, and then suddenly the gun's not in your hand. And Prosper, you have it now.
Yeah.
Higgs, it's your turn though. What do you want to do?
I don't have any other weapons on me, so I guess I just go at him to do the same thing.
Okay, so you're like trying to like, so you just jump on him, realizing like you have no other weapon. You like leap at him. Okay, so inverse. So Higgs, roll your arm.
6. This is.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
4. This is the worst rolling I've ever done in this show.
Okay, so Prosper,
Nice.
Prosper leaps out of the way.
Yeah. Like, is my back to the exit?
Both of you make a luck check.
Okay. Succeed. Ooh.
Nice. Higgs succeeded with more. No, Higgs is closer to the exit than you are.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're here, and Higgs is here, and the exit is behind him.
And behind me is Kalaya with that shield thing.
Her busted shield generator thing. Yeah.
Oh god.
Right. So I just reach down, I grab the shield generator, I hold the gun out at Higgs, and I say, "You need to stop." And I wait to see what kind of reaction he has. Do you have any reaction? How injured do you look, Higgs?
I mean, I guess I have an exosuit on, so you can't really tell. I'm just kind of like hunched over, breathing a lot at this point.
Yeah.
Like taking long, deep breaths. Probably even too winded to like actually respond to you.
Yeah, like I probably say something like, about the specs of the weapon that I'm holding, because I'm actually quite trained in energy weapons. I'm like, oh yes, a Mark 44, laser, sunbeam, interstellar, whatever, who knows. I spout off some long line. I'm like, yeah, at this range, I could take off your knees. You should stop.
I think I'm just deep breathing again. And maybe like I kind of like start to reel up, and I just kind of like sit there and stare at you. I don't really say much.
I'm breathing pretty heavy myself too, right? Like my breath is a little ragged, and you can see like a froth of blood on my lips. I'm holding the gun in your direction. I just sort of like gesture like that. I say, Higgins, Cabral, now, let's go.
Okay, I start backing up towards the exit.
Okay.
And I reach down with the hand that has the shield generator in it, and I just scrape up the necklace from its point, and I follow Higgs out, gun to his back.
Okay. All right. So the two of you emerge from the pile of rubble out into the smoke. Higgs first, and then Prosper behind. Piani, you've gotten Sicarian onto the ship. And what do you want to do? I think you've heard like staticky, like the two of them talking to each other, but you don't know what's going on.
I mean, yeah, sure. So once Sicarian's on, I'm trying to make contact with the other two.
Okay. All right. So where do you take Mr. Sicarian? Like just the med bay?
I'm sure I get him. Is he like just unable to get anywhere himself?
No, I can.
He's got like a broken leg.
Bleeding out
He
from
can
my
limp.
chest, broken leg. Yeah.
Okay. I at least just get him into the cargo bay to just like sit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless,
Okay.
do you want me to take it to the med?
As you like set me down, I'm kind of like crumpled in the corner, but like, but I'm still kind of looking at my gun. I'm like, this is where they kept him.
Who?
Who the fuck do you think? Like my head's away from you, by the way.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm like laying down in the corner, like looking at the wall. Just like a little bit of blood's kind of pooling.
My
out.
only real friend. That's who.
Goddamn.
Well, I'm like, I've got to get the rest of them.
Yeah, he probably should.
So you notice now, and for the first time, because it's all been so chaotic, there's actually like a bunch of shit in the cargo hold. There's this like secured, a whole bunch of like 50-gallon like black metal barrels with this like fish logo on the side.
Is that the stuff from James?
Yes, yeah, it's your cargo. So you're just like, oh yeah, that is on the ship. Cool.
I'm fine here. Like
Right.
as you say, you need to go get the others. Like he's like, yeah,
Right.
I should be fine by the time you get back, but I will need some medical attention. And again, I'm saying all this like my voice is bouncing off the wall.
Right. I go back down the ramp then to at least see where the other two are. Yelling on the comms at the same time. Higgs, Prosper,
I don't think I answer the comms at all. I don't know how far we've walked though. So.
Yeah, like I think like Higgs and I are still sort of in the smoke and you know, discoloration from all the burning and stuff. So like, you know, I guess Higgs, are you in front of me?
Yeah, I'm walking in front of you.
Yeah. So, you know, do you just like, you know, I guess we emerge from the rubble and I say, all right, Captain, back to the ship. Let's go.
I guess I have my hands up at this point, or maybe I don't, but I just kind of like turn to you. How do you respond to me? Just like slowly turning back to face you.
Yeah, I've got the gun trained on you. There's enough space between us. Like I've let you get far enough ahead of me that like I'd get a shot before you got to me. I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that like I'm watching you really warily. I say, Higgs, you do not want to make this test right now.
Yeah, I turn slowly and like look at you, and I'm not getting back on that ship with you, Prosper.
Trust me, it's not the first thing I want either.
Well, we got to make a deal here because it's not happening.
Higgs, I need to get to Cabral. L'enfant needs to get to Cabral. Here, I am a wanted criminal. You have a ship. I'll pay you. That's what you're after anyway. Get me there. Then you'll never see me again.
How you gonna get Pi off the ship, Prosper?
Pi is your problem. Yours and Piani's.
You just said that you wanted Pi. Am I hearing
L'enfant
things?
needs to get to Cabral. Whether or not L'enfant leaves the ship at Cabral is up to them. I do.
Okay, what are you paying me? What's the price here?
Well, Monsieur Higgins, I don't have much and I would need some left over. So, let me look at my creds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's like how much
Yeah,
how much is your life worth?
A
Higgs?
thousand.
I think I sort of
700.
like, I look at my credit balance and then I say, bad news, Higgins. I can't actually pay. And like, I guess the camera sort of looks over my shoulder at the credit balance. It says 25,000. And I'm like, I can't actually pay. But look at it this way. You won't owe me for the job.
I'm just sitting there like nodding. All right.
So you can see Piani, like you can see in the external camera of the ship, Prosper pointing a gun at Higgs and the two of them having a conversation.
Well, I mean, you know what? At that point, I've run out. I mean, are we in an environment like I can go down the ramp? They're right outside the ramp, right?
They're a ways away, but yeah, they're just like out in the open.
So I mean, I just basically want to go down the ramp,
Mm-hmm.
and if I can yell to them and know that they'll hear me,
Mhm.
would they? Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know what beef you two have at the moment, but I need not remind you there's fucking drones coming for us. Are we going on the ship or are we not?
Higgs, either we both get out of here alive or none of us do.
Yeah,
Make the call, Captain.
I've considered this the second.
Yeah, and I think you can hear the sirens.
The siren,
as
you can hear the siren.
as the drones are approaching. Yeah.
You okay with staying in your quarters, not leaving?
That seems acceptable to me. I'll keep my weaponry though.
I just kind of like nod and start walking towards the ship.
Okay. I actually holster the gun after like he gets a little ways away, and then I walk after him.
Okay.
So does Higgs walk on the ship and then?
Yeah, they're both
Prosper?
walking. They're both walking towards you. Yeah.
Yeah, I walk on the ship first and then Prosper. Unless for whatever reason Prosper like matches my or goes
Nah.
faster than my pace.
I mean, I'm close enough that I don't think you're going to be able to take off if you stepped on the ship and then we're like, go, 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 or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, you know, I'm not.
I mean, because the last thing I know is that Higgs wanted to leave with a gun, and I begged him not to. So, like, as Higgs come on, not as necessarily a slight to him, but as he goes past me, I want to at least, like, grab Prosper's arm and say, are you all right?
I just like take the gun and I hand it to Piani and I say, "Recognize this?"
And
You definitely do.
I there's nothing to say.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that.
Yeah, and he puts the
and
trigger next to your head.
right, No.
Yeah.
I shoo you on and close.
I guess
the day.
I mean, I would actually sort of wait for Higgs to go, and then I would say,
Yeah, I'm already
you know,
working my way to the deck, the bridge.
yeah, I'd say, Vienna, you and I always had more of an understanding than the others.
As you
I'm
guys
not-
have this heartfelt moment,
Yeah.
I say from a heap of bloody mess on the ground in the corner of the.
You're not
like,
you're not in your room yet?
No,
No, he's
fuck
just,
no.
he's just
I'm in the
sitting
corner.
he's just sitting on the deck.
I'm a heap in the corner. I just say, I'm really glad you guys all made it. Still
I'm
not
like-
turning though. It's just the back of my head that you can see. And
Yeah.
I go.
yeah.
I say, Prosper, help me. Get him to the med bay.
yeah, I mean, if you have time.
Right. I just go over and I just, I put my arms around Sakarian, haul him to his foot. And then, we begin limping to the med bay. And I turn over my shoulder and I say, all right, after that, I've been confined to my quarters. Cabral's our next stop. After that, I'm leaving you.
You say this as you walk away.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you say that as you're walking away? I'll talk to you later. What the
Well, as you're like
fucking
dragging him,
Higgs?
I'm like, but I eliminated the threat to Cabral. Everything should be fine.
I'll tell you about it later, my friend. Rest. Conserve your strength.
As he says that, like my head like lolls back and I kind of like look at him. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
So I guess I get Sakarian situated in the med by, place him on one of the tables or something like that. And then my next destination is the core, but if Higgs wants to do something, then
No,
yeah.
I go to the bridge and I'm just like, Pi, we're going to 602, right? The Farugi. That's where
Yeah.
Cabral's at.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm just like, Pi, we're going to Farugi. Get everything ready. We got to depart immediately.
As he's situating me in the med bay, by the way, I'm like, I probably already know the answer to this, but there's got to be some pretty sweet assault suits on Cabral, right?
yeah, Prosper has a look of tenderness come over his face. Actually, he just sort of smiles gently. He says, "Yes, Sakarian. They make excellent assault suits on Cabral." Maybe that's as I'm turning out the lights to leave the room or whatever.
They grow on trees there, and the streets are paved with thunder guns.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
ammunition rains from the skies. There, little Mr. S. Now go to sleep. Give him a little stuffed octopus.
He doesn't say anything, but for the benefit of the people watching, he smiles.
Yeah, and you pass out.
Yep.
Okay, so you go to the deck. Do you want to plug in the coordinates there, Higgs?
Yeah, I'll make the navigation roll.
Okay.
Do we need to worry about? Well, I guess I look at the drone also and see where they're at.
They're in the area, and you're getting messages on the comms that are power down your engines, whatever. They're not people. They're just the drones are just giving you the shtick, stay where you are. Real people are on their way to deal with you.
Criminal, turn yourself in now.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so I'll make the navigation roll, which is now a +1, and that's still based off int, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. God, I forgot how shitty these are. And how many steps can we move? We can move 3 at once.
Yeah. 3 in one jump, and it takes 2 days, I think.
Okay. Fucking Christ.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, we'll see what happens. And the ship blows up. Rip everybody.
Yep. Power spike.
Okay.
I thought he can re-roll it now.
No,
No,
he
I
used
used
his
to reroll
reroll
in the
fighting Prosper.
I thought our ship engine, the new engine, gave us a reroll or something like that.
Nope. There's a nav computer you can buy, but you never got a chance to.
Yeah, I never bought it.
So you're Higgs, you sit down, you're all right, and the controls are all, it's got the new UI installed, it's all fancy, level 3 or whatever, and you're okay, let's get this guy to Planet Frenchie and get rid of him. You punch it, and then there's a loud whining sound, and then something in the ship blows up. Something malfunctions horribly, and before you even get a chance to like leave, the ship just like its navigation systems, like its in-system nav, just drops, and it's like you're just dead in space. There's a fire alarm going off, and yeah, what are you gonna do?
I guess Pat, can we turn the fire alarm off? Like, we already know that this is a pretty shitty situation. We don't need to make it loud noises.
Yep, it goes off. So Pi says, "Would you like to know what's wrong?"
Pat, that'd be great. What's wrong right now?
Bad power coupling in the sublight drive. It blew. It's gonna need to be replaced. Doesn't look like we're going anywhere for a few days.
Can we fly on the planet?
We can reactivate the drive.
Which would do what?
We'd end up where we're going. I can repair the system en route.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. So you can see on the monitor, like, Pi shuts off the basically the ship's drive. You're able to drop into drive space and emerge from it again, but you won't be able to like maneuver. All the maneuvering thrusters, all that shit, that's busted as hell. So it is going to mean, because this is the result, it's going to take double the time to travel, but you can make another roll.
Okay. So we make it there. It just takes double the time to 6.
Well, it'll depend. You're stuck in transit for the full base time, and then you make another check.
Okay, so it'll depend on.
So
the roll.
you drop into drive space.
Okay, here's the other roll.
There you go.
12. Thank God.
Wow.
So which hex were you going to in your first jump? 603 or
probably 502, just because it's more places to travel through.
Okay. All right. So it takes double time. So it takes what did I say? 4 days? Because it's 6 days divided by the rating of your
Spike drive?
your drive. Yeah. So it is 2. Okay. So it takes 4 days. So what are those? I mean, I guess make your second roll, and then we'll talk about what the trip is like for everybody on board.
Okay. That's the second
Good work.
roll.
The ship hates you, man.
Everything. I haven't made one
I know
successful
you're
roll
having a
today.
bad Woo's really bad day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Another power spike.
Yeah, another power spike. So Pi attempts to mitigate the problem, but the whole trip takes a lot longer than it should. It takes 8 days instead of the base.
So basically, we make it in the time that we would have pre-upgrade.
Maybe make another roll.
Oh yeah, if I fail this, it's just as bad. Well, I fail this.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
At this point, we're just having power spike.
You know,
after power spike.
statistically speaking,
There you go.
Okay.
So it takes 10 days total to make the trip. But the ship, like, there's something. It's okay. So it's almost like at some point, like things break, and your immediate thought is like, I better yell at Wu to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. Like it's like the Swan Song knows that Wu is gone and is just fucking throwing a fit.
Damn.
Every time you try to do anything, and I think this is true of the whole trip, like you go to have a shower and the refresher unit doesn't work, and like the oven is it like super heated the whole time.
Yeah.
There's just like a ghost basically in the ship. The ship just keeps fucking up. I think after the first 24 hours or so, Rajani wakes up.
Yeah, where was she at? Was she on the?
She was in the cargo bay.
She's in the
Jeep.
cargo hold. So somebody's in the like core. Maybe Higgs, you're in the core. Like you and Pi are talking to you're talking to each other, trying to get something fixed. And
Are you in the core, Higgs?
Yeah.
I mean, is that where this scene is taking place?
because you said you wanted to go to the core first.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna go to the core.
Okay, well let's do
Yeah.
that first. Then we'll do the Rajani. You discover her.
Like-
Also, I gotta recalculate travel time because it's 6. If the trip is 3 hexes, it's 6 days automatically. So it's actually gonna be a little longer, but we'll figure that out.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, like, if you go to the core to talk to Pi, Then you actually see Wu's Nika Starlight necklace hanging on the core.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
And
want to
we could see a scene about that later, but we can feel free to continue just right now.
Okay. Double time plus another double. Okay, so it's wow. It actually takes a really long time. It takes a month to get to Cabral. It takes a full calendar month. So the entire month of November is spent in transit.
Feels like we barely upgraded the ship.
It really
yeah.
does.
The ship is willing, but the mind is weak. Okay, so yeah, so we see Rajani. This is on like the 2nd, I guess, the 2nd of November, and yeah, Rajani comes out into the core, and you and Pi are talking, and Rajani like comes around the corner and looks at you, Higgs, and is like, "So, do you mind telling me where we're going?"
Cabral. I'm just like messing
Kinda
with everything.
Squints at you. Why?
Dropping a crew member off.
You know what's in the cargo hold, don't you?
Jeep.
She nods. And
What's in the cargo hold?
you agreed to do a job. Do you remember James Hahn?
I kind of like look at her. Who the fuck is James Hahn?
Chemicals broker. Works for us on the side. You're supposed to deliver these chemicals to... There was an auction. Wait, what the fuck time is it? And she like looks at her watch and she's like, when did you jump?
About 2 weeks ago.
She shakes her head. Oh, fuck. I need to get to a comms terminal.
Well, by all means.
And she like walks out of the room.
Yeah, I go back to working on the core.
Okay.
What's my state, Adam?
So in 2 weeks, you can heal. You can start to heal your hit points. Your like I said, your leg is broken. You've got some broken ribs. Like that stuff, you're gonna need like proper medical attention to deal with. So let me find the healing thing and tell you what hit points you're at. Basically, like within a month of healing.
And is there anything I can do to assist with that?
Yes, definitely. Is that what you do? Do you want to like?
Yeah,
attend?
I mean,
okay.
if we have all the time in the world too, well, I mean,
Yeah.
then I shouldn't have any problem like healing up my psychic points in between as well.
What,
Sure. Okay.
Jeff? What was your H? Because I was down to 2 HP.
I got down to 1.
So I got down to 2.
Holy shit, you guys!
Wow.
I didn't realize you were that close.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, one more good hit.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Higgs really didn't have a whole lot more choice.
No, I literally
That's,
failed every roll except the luck one.
Yep.
And then took max damage from both
That's
things
right.
falling on me
Yep.
for a total of 14 damage.
Okay. So you stop along the way and have to refuel the life support and everything. So it will have been a bunch of time. Like Rajani's only out for 24 hours. So actually, when you have that conversation, you've only been in drive space for a day. But she's still pissed because it's like we'll be out in a
Yeah, I
week.
tell her we'll be out in about
Yeah.
a while.
By the end of the trip, you'll all have healed 1 hit point plus your level per day. So you should be at full health. But your leg is still broken. It's gonna take multiple months or better medical treatment to help. You can make a physical effect save, Mr. Sakarian. And this is we're gonna see if Piani is able to help your leg heal faster with biopsionics.
Pass!
Nice. Okay. Cool. So
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it'll take you much less time because every day Piani is using biopsionics to help heal
Okay.
you.
I think I discussed with him, and the plan is on Cabral. I can see a proper doctor and
Yeah.
Get
And then-
rebuilt.
be rebuilt.
They have the technology. Okay. So Higgs would basically Rajani like locks herself in one of the rooms and you just hear her recording constantly recording messages as you go in Urdu or whatever. You can't understand it. But when you drop out of the first jump, she gets a bunch more messages and seems to be like attempting to like tie shit together even though she's been away for 2 weeks. And I think that at some point she's going to have an angry conversation with you about leaving the system with her unconscious before she could like deal with that problem. But we can get to that later.
Okay.
What else? Is there anything that anybody else like specifically wants to do just like while they keep time? Because again, it's a month. Like you're in your room for a month, Prosper, basically. What
Yep.
What do you do with that time?
At this point, I guess I'm just like, if Sicarian comes to me, if
I do. We can roleplay that.
Yeah,
if Piani comes to me, and I probably talk with Pi.
Okay, well, why
Just
don't we
to be
have
like,
we'll have
here's what
those
happened.
conversations. Let's take a break here, and we'll
You
have
wanna-
a couple of those
you wanna fuck
conversations.
YouTube
when
real
we get
quick? You want to fuck you too?
back. I wish we could.
This is not really a fuck you two. This is pretty good
This
break
is-
time.
This is a nice, gentle.
You guys can watch this tomorrow. This important conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
But just for their benefit, can I do a stealth check for the gun that I'm? No, I'm just kidding.
Jeff knows there's going to be something important that's about to happen, YouTube.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll go into the fourth and final hour here of week 25. Don't go anywhere. More roleplay coming up right after this. We'll see you guys then.